So this is going on almost 4 hours now. So the bedroom light's off. Kitchen light's off. I'm still doing laundry because I'm the bitch of the house, but maid, so. But his light's out and I'm just sitting on the golf course. Looking at the houses that are probably full of happy people. Nuts falling on the deck. It's the dryer kicking back on the de-wrinkle. I just don't get how someone who... This car's gonna be fortune. I don't get how someone who says they care can let the person they said they care about sit outside for 4 hours and leave their 10-year-old daughter in charge of a 3-month-old baby and not even tell me they're going somewhere, or not even tell me when they're back, because, quote, they thought because I was here, but yet you don't come down and check on me and know that I'm in a good place of mind to know that you're fucking leaving, douche. Like, seriously. This guy needs help, and if anybody hears this and like you find this and I'm gone, it's not my fault, because I've tried everything I can. I've tried. And this person, Adam Pittman, is just numb from the hairline down. He sleeps with people with no morals, he doesn't care. He doesn't care who he hurts. He sleeps with other people knowing that he's about to have a baby and knows the person that's going to have the baby cares so much about him and wants a family, but he still, quote, I don't know what to do, end quote. Like, that's such a cop-out bullshit answer. But it's just a guy's answer. It really is. Like, he wants his ass and wants my ass and wants, I don't know what he wants. Like, he just wants ass, I guess. I don't know. Like, he's not even, I'm not going to degrade him on here, but, yeah. I want to be back at my farm. I want to have the life that Bren and I used to have, and that I want to raise Buckley in that life too, because it's full of joy and full of happiness and full of adventure and full of outdoors and full of just doing stuff as a family, which I consider just a family right now myself, Bren and Buckley, because yeah, I don't see any effort to be a family from Adam Pittman. I don't want to live here. I came here just because I couldn't live with my mom with Alzheimer's, and I spent a lot of money here. I've made plans here. He's agreed for the plans. He's wanted the plans. He's just all in on that, but I think that's just, money talk. Because he really never sincerely apologized for what he did to me back in February, January, March, which I don't even care about, because all guys have done that to me. I'm used to it. I'm used to being cheated on. I'm used to the abuse, the mental abuse, physical abuse, every kind of abuse imaginable. I just thought it was over. I thought we were all grown up enough to not do this shit anymore. And when you find out that you're that someone that you slept with is pregnant, that you already have a child with, but you still want to be with someone else or sleep with someone else at the same time you're sleeping with me, I just think that's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. To call yourself a man and to still do that is, you just need to go back to high school. You need to go back to Malden and rethink your whole upbringing, because you're just one of those. You're one of them. You're one of those immature MFers that never grew up and still uses people at 41. Sad, sickening, and sad. But cut all that out. That's just for Adam to hear, because actually it's not just for Adam to hear, it's Adam and his family and everybody else that I'm close to and care about to hear, because they need to know the truth, even though he's going to say, no, that's not how it was, we weren't together, blah blah blah. We weren't together, but yeah, I was 4.5 months pregnant, so yeah, we were together. Krista will say we were together because he did not tell her until February that I was even pregnant, but he was still leading her on as if they were having a relationship. So yeah, same thing with Ashley and him with her in her house, and her husband coming home and then getting charges against them and the police called. So like he can't say this isn't a pattern. This is just, I guess, the way he is. I don't know. But yeah, cut it off here for my daughter, because I love Bryn. I love you, Bryn. I love Buckley. I'm so sorry for anything I've ever put you through, which is a lot. It's a lot, and I'm not excusing it. There's been reasons it's been hard for me. You know, when I told Adam that I was pregnant with Bryn, I got tears, and when I told Adam I was pregnant with Buckley, I got tears and anger and nothing happy about either one. So sometimes when I look at my kids, you know, I see absolute love from my heart, but I see absolute, I have to deal with this, quote unquote, from their father, because I guess he didn't realize you sleep with someone, you could possibly get them pregnant. I don't know. I guess with Buckley, at least, I knew he invited Ashley to the lake instead of me first, and she couldn't come, so I came. So I guess it's good that at least I got pregnant with Buckley and their brother and sister, instead of Ashley getting pregnant, because that would have been a whole shit show, and probably wouldn't have ended well at all. But point still remains that was his first choice. Some girl that has ruined so many things in our lives, in my daughter's lives, was his first choice to invite down there. So that speaks volumes for this person I'm with right now, and I'm only with him because of my kids. And that's such a bad way to look at things. You don't stay with somebody because of your kids. You stay with somebody because you love them, and because they love you, and because it's unconditional. And they show you that every day. Every day you wake up to every day you go to bed, they show you that. And that's not what we have. I've tried. I'm gonna get criticized for this, but I've tried, and I've done everything I can to be a housewife and a caretaker to the kids, and every good thing I can do around here. All I ask for is a little physical affirmation of, hey, I like you. Literally, I like you. Because there's no words that are going to be said that I love you anytime soon, if ever, because that's forced. And that's really sad, and it sucks. And that's not the relationship I want to be with or in. Because I've been in better relationships, mentally. I've been in much better relationships mentally towards me, and gotten black eyes and black lips and bloody noses. But inside, I've been told that I'm a good person, at least, and I've been hugged, and I've been, I would rather be physically beaten than mentally put down, or mentally even not even there, which is what I'm at right now. There's nothing there for me. It's like a blank person that comes home. How was your day? Like, I need a little more than how was your day. When I tell you problems that I've had during the day, or struggles, I need a hug. I need reassurance that everything's gonna be okay. I don't get that. I've gotten that from people that have physically abused me, which has put me in like some kind of tailspin of what's right and what's wrong. Because in one sense, these people have shown me they loved me in a mental state, which means more to me actually than, because I've been so hurt. Everybody's cheated on me. Everybody. And I'm almost 40 years old, and I was thinking, when you have 2 kids and you're living with someone that you love. I've loved him for 10 years, and he's never said it. He's told me that, I know what you want me to say, but I'm not going to say it. And then, I said it to him, and I said it over and over and over, and he just says it just to shut me the hell up. It's just a facade. It's a facade, and I'm gonna really say my truth right now. That I love my kids unconditionally. I love them absolutely. Like, I would die for them. I'm trying to live for them, as Dr. Phil would say. If you would die for them, you would live for them. Well, I don't know what to do, because nobody will live for me. Nobody will be there for me. And these kids are innocent. And Buckley's young enough not to know me. Bryn, I love to the core of my soul, but I don't want her to grow up like me. I don't want her to feel the way I feel about myself because of other people making me feel that way. And it's hard. It's a battle I fight every day. And I have no support in it. I really don't. Her father doesn't tell her without me looking at him or kicking him and then, nudging him and saying, he just kind of laughs about it. But as a girl and growing up with a father that absolutely loved me and supported me, and a father's love for a daughter, you can't even replace that. And that's what she needs. She needs that right now so bad, and she's not getting it. She's not. She's getting half compliments and more ridicule. A lot more ridicule. It's sickening. It sickens me to sit here and have to watch it, and I cannot change it. And I've tried to tell him over and over and over and over again, stop doing this and stop doing that, and he just doesn't get it. So, do I take my child out of the situation? I'd love to. I would love to. But who are you going to trust other than your daughter's father to take care of them? Nobody. Just like I wouldn't want anybody else raising my kids for me. But there comes a point where you have exhausted your fight for someone. You have exhausted your you can only tell someone so many times that the way you feel and what you need from them, and they don't give it. They might say, they don't even say they're going to give it, but they might, you might be hopeful, like the next day, like I get coffee made for me, or I get simple little things done, and I'm like, oh wow, maybe something's changed. It doesn't change. It doesn't change. You can't change who someone is on the inside. So the struggle is, do I walk away with my kids, or do I walk away by myself? And when I mean walk away by myself, I would never walk away and live another life, because that's just crazy. But what I'm going to say next is even more crazy. Like, do you walk away and disappear forever and hope to God that your kids grow up and understand that you love them to the end of the earth? But you cannot, you can't do anything right. You can't do anything right. I can't do anything right for Adam. I can't do anything right for Bryn. I cannot. The way I was raised, I can't help her because I can't help myself. I can't help her get through her insecurities. I can't help her get through the things that I wish that I had gotten through as a kid, and that I can't get through now, and that I don't have support in getting through. I've not gotten support. I've only been told, you shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't feel like that. Well, women know when you feel insecure about yourself, someone telling you you shouldn't be like that has no meaning at all, because it's the way you feel about yourself. It's not about how other people feel. It's about how you feel. So it's so easy to say, get over it and blah, blah, blah. But when you've been sitting out here on the deck for 4 hours, going on 4.5 now, and all lights are off, all lights have been turned off on you, and nobody's come out and checked on you at all except your daughter bringing your 3-month-old down because their father left without telling you, knowing that I'm in the state that I'm at. And then when I go upstairs to say, hey, you're home, and I get, well, you were here, You know, you were here. Why should I come down and tell you I'm leaving? That makes you feel like shit as a person, and I don't care who you are. I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how things look from the outside. Things here look so great from the outside, but it's not. I can tell you, it's absolutely, you know, when your partner has problems that they want to express to you, and then you have issues that you want to desperately talk about, and they just won't. It's makes you think about things that you don't want to think about. It makes you question things that you don't want to question. When you've lost everybody in your life, it makes you question, where would you rather be right now? Where would you rather be? And as I sit here on this dark porch with nobody around me, nobody caring, the one person that I wanted to care so bad is asleep in bed or watching the Braves or watching Clemson or whatever the fuck they're doing right now that is more important than me and how I'm feeling. That makes you question everything in life. So, yeah. Good night, y'all.